So my name is Francisco Sánchez Rivera, and I'm an assistant professor of biology at MIT. And I've been running my lab for 3.5 years now. And we work at the intersection of cancer genetics and functional genomics. We're broadly interested in understanding which genes are important for driving cancer, causing cancer, predisposing people to cancer, determining how therapeutic responses will ultimately shape into a positive or negative outcome depending on the genetics of a patient. And so to get at that problem, we want to learn which genes are important for cancer phenotypes, when and where they are important, and what types of different alterations within genes that are involving cancer are important for shaping all of these different types of cancer phenotypes, from predisposition to the disease all the way to knowing whether a patient will respond or not to a given therapy. So I originally got into cancer because I was interested in understanding how genes, everyone has roughly 20,000 different genes, and they are involved in shaping a plethora of biological phenotypes. And so one of them is the fact that our genes can be altered in different ways or otherwise mutated and result in various types of diseases, cancer being one of them. And so I saw cancer as both as an intellectual exercise in terms of trying to understand how defective genes can result in very significant diseases like cancer and other types of genetically associated diseases and syndromes, but also as a way of directly contributing to the betterment of human health by understanding how and why and when and where different types of mutations act and how they can predispose certain people to developing certain types of cancers or to respond or not to a therapy is something that has an immediate clinical potential. So that's how I originally got into cancer. In terms of cancer genetics, I was always interested in modeling the disease very accurately, and that led me to pursue my PhD studies with Tyler Jacks at MIT in the Department of Biology and the Koch Institute for Integrated Cancer Research, and that's actually how I ended up finding out about the Ludwig Center initially. And so I've attended these retreats as a grad student, and now I'm attending them as faculty now that I'm part of the faculty in the department. Yeah, so to me, it's definitely one of the highlights of the year. It was certainly one of the highlights of my grad school days, and I didn't get the chance to come in every year because we rotated. We're a big lab, so not every lab member went every single year. But it was the unique opportunity to be able to interact with labs that you often don't really interact that much with. And so you're able to learn what other people, other scientists are doing, what questions they care about, what problems they face in their research, in their day-to-day experiments, and then be able to come up with creative ideas and collaborations to bring what would otherwise be separate disciplines, like, for instance, physics and biology, to integrate them in a way that you can pursue a common mission and solve a biological problem, in particular cancer and cancer metastasis. So this allows you to connect to physicists like Scott Manalis, engineers like Sangeeta Bhatia, biologists like Tyler Jacks, myself, Matt van der Heijden, and many others that are part of the Ludwig Center in a way that would otherwise not happen by chance. So it's definitely a great day and great community to be part of.